You're watching the Lab Video Game TV Live. Our game is never over.
We've got reviews, previews, playthroughs, and game key giveaways every episode. Show us what you've got. Send your best gameplay clips to contact@thelabvideogametv.com. Check out the website at thelabvideogametv.com. Tune into the Sage Projects on Ontario's Island Radio 101.3 FM. Download the Blue app to watch us on the go. Wayne Benjamin presents The Lab Video Game TV, Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays, only on Flow 1. Our game is never over.
Watch the Lab Video Game TV
Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays
in 25 Caribbean countries.
Only on Flow 1.
Download the Blue app to watch us on the go.
Visit the website at thelabvideogametv.com.
Reach out at contact@thelabvideogametv.com.
Wayne Benjamin presents the Lab Video Game TV since 2003. Our game
is never over.
This episode of the Lab Video Game TV is sponsored by Terminal Brigade.
There's a new free-to-play PvE shooter out. Jamaican indie devs are hard at work, a long-time PC favorite hits consoles, and we've got more clips from the Caribbean's finest. Terminal Brigade by Pew Pew Games and A Level Infinite is off to a pretty good start. Sunken Stones by Jamaican developer Sprite Ranch Studio is out now on Steam. Sengoku Dynasty, released on Xbox Series and PS5, and there are more gameplay clips submitted in freestyle. You want in? Send your best gameplay clips to contact@thelabvideogametv.com to be featured on Flow 1 in 25 Caribbean countries. Grab a key for Sengoku Dynasty on the Xbox Series platform in this episode's Game Key giveaway. Be in the know. Visit the website at thelabvideogametv.com. Download the Stream Blue app to watch us on Flow on the go. Check out the Lab Video Game TV during the Sage Projects on Ontario's Island Radio 101.3 FM and CJAI.ca every Thursday at 4 p.m. I'm the Sage, and you've just entered the Lab.
This episode of the Lab Video Game TV is sponsored by Trarity Interactive Novels.
Our favorite anime visual novel franchise has a new entry. There's a Jamaican-made domino game out. We've got more free games to give away, and there are more clips from the Caribbean's finest. Trarity Interactive Novels just dropped the latest installment to the Welcome to Chichester series, Love's Labor's Lost. Jamaican developer Press Start Odyssey releases Domino Gone Bad on iOS and Android. And we've got more video game clip submissions in freestyle. You want in? Send your best gameplay clips to contact@thelabvideogametv.com to be featured on Flow 1 in 25 Caribbean countries. Grab a key for WTC Love's Labor's Lost on Steam in this episode's Game Key giveaway. Be in the know. Visit the website at thelabvideogametv.com. Download the Stream Blue app to watch us on Flow on the go. Check out the Lab Video Game TV during the Sage Projects on Ontario's Island Radio 101.3 FM and CJAI.ca every Thursday at 4 p.m. I'm the Sage, and you've just entered the Lab.
Rated E for everyone.
Get ready, mate. Guys are going to be gunning for us. Keep piling on the pressure, then make your move.
You're watching the Lab Video Game TV Live. Our game is never over.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. It's one more round of Select Live here on the Lab Video Game TV Live. Today it's Project Motor Racing. That's right. Originally released November 25th, 2025, PS5, Xbox Series and PC by developer Straight Force Studios and publisher Giants Software. A special thanks to PlayerFound for hooking me up with the Steam and Xbox Series keys. I really appreciate it. I did have an interest in this one, wanted to check it out. Now, unfortunately, as the moment of this recording, Project Motor Racing has a mostly negative rating on Steam. Lots of negative reviews complaining about acceleration, overall mechanics, crashes when replaying the replays, and a bunch of other stuff, complaining that it's a AAA prize title and it ain't performing like a AAA game. Lots of bugs and glitches and hitches and whatnot. Now, me, I'm not really the kind of guy to just go with the crowd, you know. I didn't think lots of games that people said were horrible at all. People said that about Mafia 3. I love Mafia 3. It's one of my favorite games, you know. But hey, to each their own. And that's what this is about. My own opinion on Project Motor Racing. While I'm not that great at sim racing, because I haven't really spent any appreciable amount of time with a sim racer in a pretty long time, I won't say I'm an ace at it, but I should be able to hold my own. I've been running through some arcade racing experiences recently, but I should be able to hold my own. See what everybody's talking about, find out what all the hoopla is about. It's Project Motor Racing. Now, a special thanks to all my viewers on Trovo Live, on Twitch and on YouTube, and to all my Caribbean family. You can watch the television series The Lab Video Game TV in 25 Caribbean countries on Flow One. You can download in the Caribbean the premium streaming app Stream Blue to watch on the go. Check out the Lab Video Game TV's gaming news every Thursday at 4 p.m. during the Sage Projects on Ontario's Island Radio 101.3 FM. Folks in Ontario, you can listen to it at 101.3 FM. Everybody else, anywhere in the world, you can check it out on CJAI.ca. You can check it out on CJAI.ca live anywhere else. So there's a radio series, there's a TV series, there are streaming platforms, and yeah, check out my new TV series. It's not new, but entering season 2 on Flow One in 25 Caribbean countries. That's the Razzie Art Show with Reina. Also coming to Ontario's Your TV, Kojiko's Your TV Kingston. Season 1 already played on both networks, and now season 2 has started off with a bit of a bang. Season 13 of the Live Video Game TV will resume as soon as I'm done with the Razzie Art Show. I'm just one man. But yeah, it's time to check out Project Motor Racing and see what all the fuss is about. Thanks again to Player Found for hooking me up with the Steam key and the Xbox Series key. Today I'll be running through it on the Xbox Series platform, and yeah, enough talking. Let's do it like there ain't nothing to it. We're gonna go to single player. Race weekend, I kinda wish there was like a trial, like a free roaming thing so I could, you know, feel out the, let me see. Single player challenges, downloadable content, driver profile credits. Yeah, there's nothing to just test the waters with, so I'll do this. I'll check race weekend. Canadian Tire. Canadian Tire is a sponsor. That's pretty cool. Canadian Tire, yeah. Alright, well, can I change my car from the Aston Martin? Can I? I can. Let me go with the Bimmer. Can I? Is that permitted? Alright. Let's do this weekend. Let's feel this out now. Yeah. We'll see. I'll give my opinions on the mechanics and all the other stuff everybody else been complaining about. Let's see if Project Motor Racing is as bad as some of these critics are saying it is. I have to give everything a fair shot. AAA, Indie, AA, doesn't matter. I give everything a fair shot, because at the end of the day, you know, as far as I know, with the exception of AI, you know, humans are making this, you know what I'm saying? Fellow humans are making this, so yeah, you know. Besides, didn't No Man's Sky start off in a pretty terrible state? Who's to tell? Maybe with some patches it'll improve. Skip. Let's feel it out. Standings, restart next. Let's go straight. Vehicle setup now. I just want to go into it, and as a matter of fact, I should tell you cats, I'm gonna be racing using manual transmission, because that's how I used to race back in the day when I was an avid racer back in the Dreamcast, PS1. Always manual transmission. I haven't done that in a while, so let's see how that works out today. Yeah, this may not work. I mean, go back to automatic, because I'm going to take it real easy. I don't care if I end up last. I'm going to take it real easy, because baby steps. I haven't played a sim racer in a while, and I've gone straight to manual transmission. I used to love manual transmission back in the day. It felt good. I mean, I love manual transmission in real life. That's the truth. I much prefer to drive a stick shift car than an automatic car. I don't know, maybe it's a man thing. Male ego, but it feels better to know that I'm in control of my gears, and I'm saying it feels good. And that's the same thing that really applies in video games, just to control the gears. It's not just an ego thing where I'm saying, okay, I'm going on the hardest setting when I'm doing that the hardest way. It just feels good to be able to control the gears. And anybody who drives stick shift in real life, they can relate. You have to control your gears, just feels good. Like Tone. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're the better man. You took that corner a whole lot better than me. And I'm still not taking the corner. Easy. Ooh, I'm in last place. Oh, God. It's okay. Baby steps. This is also first impression stream. Well, yeah, that's kind of obvious. So, you know, if I'm doing a terrible job, it's alright. Once I don't overdo it, I should become acclimated after a couple of laps. Or maybe a couple of races. Yeah, easy. That's why I wanted to be able to, you know, do a free roam thing. Just so I could feel out the mechanics of the car. Mechanics of the game overall. Instead of embarrassing myself, but it's okay. If I gotta do a trial by fire, I gotta do a trial by fire. Gotta do a dance.
driving this Daisy thing, then so be it. Gotta tell you this much though, the manual transmission does feel good. You know, it's been a long time since I decided to go manual in a racing game, and because this is a sim, it's not an arcade racer, I'm just gonna go with the whole sim vibe. I know I'm in last place, I know, but let's just call this a test run. Let's call this entire stream a test run. Not just to check the quality of Project Motor Racing and see what all the fuss is about, but check my driving skills. See where I'm at. No, first gear is ridiculous. I think in real life I would have shot up the gearbox. And there is something though, that the fact that people are complaining about the mechanics. Oh shit, the guy in first place is the skull, lapping me. Oh my lord. Yeah, where the mechanics are concerned, I'm not gonna be the best critic where the mechanics are concerned, because I'm so rusty on this stuff. So even if the mechanics are bad, like if it doesn't feel good, I might not really be the guy to say it. But then there are gonna be other people like me out there, you know, so maybe the purists don't like this experience, but I just might. Yeah, definitely fucking the gearbox now. Jesus, fuck. Okay, I'm not complaining. That was all on me. So far, hey, it doesn't feel that bad, you know what I'm saying? I want to restart. I kind of have a better feeling of the car right now, even though my last performance wasn't really indicative of that, but I feel a little bit better now. Let's go from top. Hold on. It looks like I started off in 16th position. Because I'm in 16th position right now. What the fuck? Okay, whatever you guys say, man. Whatever you guys say. Better. And by that I mean I'm doing better. It doesn't look that way, but I'll get more accustomed to the car now. I'm gonna run through about an hour of this. Won't promise you I'll go any longer than that. Fingers crossed I won't have any technical hiccups today. And the stream won't crash. The stream will not crash before that second. And another thing I need to take into consideration is that the reviews I read were for Steam. Ah, good God, man. Oh, that shit pissed me. Ah, fuck. Jesus fucking Christ, I hate when shit like that happens. Fuck! Yeah, the reviews I read were for Steam, so maybe the Steam version requires more work. Sometimes they have bad Steam releases. Yeah, sometimes the console version is better. So I can't, even after the end of this stream, even if I'm okay with this, I still can't speak on the Steam version. I do have the Steam version, but I'd much rather play this on consoles. Besides, the Steam version took up so much goddamn space on my hard drive. It was like 42 gigs or some shit like that. Mind you, Dirt Rally's over 100 gigs, you know, from those games, so hey. Dirt Rally is quite the beast in more ways than one. It's actually it's one of my favorite racing games. Love playing it in VR. Yeah, that's right. God, that fucking... Ah, come on! Why am I not... Okay. Okay. Yeah, the car is all over the track now. The front end is all fucked up. Hold on, let me see something. Cockpit set, return to pit. Let's return to pit. It's not gonna work. It's fine, it's fine. It's fine. Am I all repaired? I could have customized the vehicle damage, but I'm not gonna dumb it down to arcade levels. I'll leave it on a sim level, and you know that's the best way to test it. So I'll have a better idea of what the critics are so pissed about. And again, I'm rusty, so bear with me. Give me a second. Okay, it's fine. I gotta tell you though, I'm loving this, the manual transmission. It's bringing back memories, and it's gotta make me want to go back to that, you know? Start. God damn it. Fuck. I mean, I can see I'm not doing a good job. I'm not saying I'm doing a great job, but, you know, it's kind of all coming back to me. Why am I not gearing down? There's some kind of gear assist setting on or something. I think I've fucked up the car because it's drifting to the left. I think I'm driving semi-automatic because every time that happens it pisses me off so fucking much. It's kind of like getting shot in a first-person shooter while you're reloading. That pisses me off too. When I spin out like that, it just pisses me off. Maybe it's because that's never happened to me in real life. Like, what's happening right now is just pissing me off. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that the car has received damage. And the front end is all fucked up. Maybe it's a damage indicator or something. Okay. So those are the tires. Okay. Well, it does say practice. Huh. Okay. Okay. I have to assume that that can't be like shitty driving mechanics. I don't think it is. You know what I'm gonna do? Tell you what. Assists. Racing line on. I'm cool with that. Traction control. Okay. Authentic. Oh Jesus, I don't think I can really manage that, but Or at least let's see it. I just want to feel it. I'm gonna do this for science, okay? Automatic braking system, authentic. Auto clutch, take that shit off. I'm not certain what auto cut is. It would be nice if they kind of told you what these things were, gave you a little description, but okay. Not everybody's a gearhead, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna turn that off. I don't know what auto blip is either. Hold on. Every now and again I just gotta check my levels and stuff and see if I'm fucking up. Like, okay, that's fine. So the audio, I assume, is fine. Okay. Trailing throttle, let's leave that off. Shift down protection. That's what was on. Take that off. Definitely take that shit off. Leave it on manual. Pit limiter. I'm not certain what that does. Take that off as well. Pit box indicator. Okay, leave that on. And leave the racing line on, and let's see. I know I perhaps shouldn't have turned some of these off, but I just want to find out. Save and exit. I'm doing it for science. Okay. Like it's drifting to the left. Yeah, let me shift going whenever I want. This is still drifting to the left. Return to pit. Let's say I damaged something. Let's say I did damage something. Essentials, tires and chassis suspension. Voila. Pump on auto. Fuel. Repair all damage. Okay. I'll work with that. Okay, this is above my pay grade. I'm not even going to pretend to understand what all of that means. Okay, the suspension, but is it gonna... I just want to know if the front end got shot. There's bumps and shit. Now this is... Okay, it's not drifting to the left, no, so I'm going to assume that I damaged the car and that's why it was drifting to the left. It feels fine. It really is. I'm just real slow. That's it. Real slow and easy. Real slow and easy. Like it says, practice is what I'm doing. Handbrake, I need to Handbrake. There is no handbrake. Trigger a button or press the stick in the desired direction to release it again to map the action. Where would I want the handbrake to be? Alright, fuck it. I'll just put it right there. No, that's the clutch. Ah, fuck. Alright, I get it. Okay, fine. Handbrake is gonna be RB. Fine. I didn't bind it. It didn't bind. I did something wrong. Go back. Yeah, it's not there. RB. What's going on now? What? RB. Save. Boom. Okay. There we go. Let's go again. Let's go. Seem like working up. Okay. It says RB for handbrake. That didn't look like a handbrake. Okay.
this lap.
I don't want to say it's shitty game mechanics. Because I'm not certain if I'm doing something wrong. The car keeps drifting to one side. I'm wondering if it's car damage. Did I fuck the car up? Fuck the front end up, man. Okay, like I said, I probably won't be doing more than an hour of this, so I'm going to go for one more session just to feel it out. I'm not hating it, and I'm not going to throw it under the bus and start to say it's a shitty game. It's too early to say, it's too early to tell. Visually it's not the most impressive, it doesn't look like a AAA game. It's being sold at the AAA price, so there's that. Where the mechanics are concerned, so far I'm not experienced enough in sim racers to actually start throwing shade and casting blame. But the handling, it's kind of pissing me off. But again, maybe it's sim mechanics. I did bump the car a bit, and when I go back to the pit and I drive off, it feels alright. Shortly after that, it starts to swerve to the left or the right. You know, kind of like when you're driving in real life and your car got some front end issues. But yeah, I'm not certain if that's my fault or it's the fault of the game, so I'm not even going to go there yet. I'm not one of those content creators, video producers, streamers, whatever you want to call people like myself, YouTubers, whatever, who is going to just, you know, attempt to get viewership and attention off cynicism and insults and disrespect, you know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna say a game is shitty, I'm gonna have to know that. I'm gonna have to be convinced of that shit first. I'm not just gonna start talking shit, you know what I'm saying? Like right now, it doesn't seem to, okay, well I'm still in the pit. So the pit limiter is still on.
Clear of pit lane.
Hold on, easy, easy. Don't touch anything. Do not touch anything. Let me see, I want to be on a straight. See if it starts going through. Easy, easy drive, real slow. Real slow. Easy. I mean, somebody might come bump me from behind, but if that happens, it just happens. I want to see if it's car damage. Because I do see those, I see the bars at the bottom. And I see them turn orange and yellow and red sometimes. So I get it, maybe I'm fucking the car up. And that's why it starts. Damn! Let's see if it starts going to the side now. Let's see. Not yet? Okay. And the meters at the bottom are still green. Okay, let's see. It's not going to the left or the right, it's this way. Okay. Hold on, let me see something.
Keep an eye on your speed, mate, and remember to hit your marks.
I was looking at, I wasn't paying attention. So that's the pit. I got you. Okay, so when I'm fucked up, I'll go to how do I know where to stop? Stop anywhere? Fix it? Is it appearing? I think so. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so you don't see the pit crew or anything come out and no animation. Okay, that'd have been nice. So, no, I don't think I actually did a pit stop because the yellow is still kind of orange. I'm figuring it out as I go. Handbrake is not working. It's not. This is not. The handbrake is not working. Even though I mapped it, it's still not working. It's supposed to be RB.
5 minutes left in the session.
Second and Malioli third, making Moss the first British driver ever to win this famous race.
You're paid a slightly higher flat fee per race. A model tailored for respectful drivers. You're paid a flat fee per race regardless of your finishing position, so long as you bring the car home with no damage. Fuck that. The brand agrees to pay your championship fee at the start of the season as well as your race entry fee to compensate for them paying your entry fees up front. The brand takes a pretty major cut of your championship winnings at the conclusion of the season. Alright, let's just do that. What are you saying? I can up this? This budget is for players who want to start their careers at the very top. This budget is for players who want to start in the middle of Project Motor Racers car hierarchy. This budget is for players who want to start from the bottom of Project Motor Racers car hierarchy and work their way up through each class of cars as a true journey. Okay, fine. I'll do that. classic, authentic. Okay, hold on. What's the difference? Career experience determines whether you have the ability to restart races and customize the AI difficulty. Okay, so hold on. Classic means that you can't customize that. Okay, I mean, sorry, authentic. So because I suck. Race length, okay, fine, that's fine. How much money do I have? Balance, I have $100,000. Okay, so I can't buy any of these red ones. Where are the putt-putts? Oh, Jesus Christ. But I can't. Oh. But if this is all, why is there only one car that I can afford though? Well, this did say the bottom of the barrel, right? So, okay then, give me the Porsche, the classic Porsche. It's a nice car though. I always did like the Porsche 911. One of my brother's favorite rides. Earning expenses, okay, manage team. Can I just, okay, so I need to do some event plan and the entry fee. Historic Porsche, that's fine. Historic Porsche Challenge North America. Registration costs nothing. Nothing is good. I'll take it. That's the only one unlocked. Oh, okay then. Traveling to track already. Well, let's see how it goes. Eh? I'm almost an hour in, but after this, I'll call it quits for the evening. Damn, it gets dark here real quick. Reminds me of that movie, that vampire movie, 40 Days of Night or something like that. Let's do it. Okay. What? Oh. Going off one by one, is that what we're doing? Alrighty then. Real cool putting me in 16th place though. That's alright. Bottom of the barrel, they say. Bottom of the barrel. Hey, what's up? Let's see if I pronounce your name properly. Yo, it's D-Lo. Got you. Hey, good luck indeed. I'm not too good at this. I'm just checking to see if this game is as bad as Steam reviews say it is. So far, it ain't that bad. I think I'm just the one who's doing a terrible job, but hey, we'll see. Okay, it's my turn. Can I go? Fucking kidding me? Is there something I'm supposed to do here? Okay, look, again, I'm not really good at racing games and I'm kind of old at this whole sim racing thing, but what am I supposed to do to move off? What? So let's try it, right? What? What was what?
You're clear.
Yeah, the Porsche actually feels better than the Beamer is. I'm controlling it better. Spoke too soon. Spoke too. Importance. Jesus fucking Christ. What the? Okay. Still not gonna blame it on the game. I'm gonna take full responsibility for my inexperience. Not gonna jump on the hate project motor racing bandwagon. Not until I know I'm good at it and I understand fully what's going on, then I can say, hey. Don't spin out. Oh, come on! Does feel better with all the assists turned off. Does feel better. And getting back the hang of manual transmission, so there's that as well. To be honest with you, I don't think if I started off with automatic transmission I'd have been doing much better anyway, so may as well. So. Hey, Leon, what's up? What's up? Oh. Oh, yeah? Well, it's good to know somebody likes it. I mean, I don't want to start bashing it, you know what I'm saying? So far, I'm okay with it. What I don't like are my questionable skills. But, yeah. Do I play many racing games? Well, I've been playing a few arcade racers this year, but Sims, no. I haven't really gotten back into sim racing for a long time. And like I was saying at the start of the stream, that even racing with manual transmission is something I haven't done in a very long time, even with the arcade races I've been streaming. However, I decided to go manual transmission here, other than the fact that it is a sim racer, and I think I should yeah, thanks for tuning in, my friend. I truly appreciate you every single time, every single time. Yeah, it's a sim racer, so, and I wanted to get back into the whole manual transmission because in real life I do love to drive a manual, a stick shift car. It feels better, and it felt good when I used to do it on the Dreamcast and the PlayStation and all back in the days when I used to be all deep into racing games. But what I'm doing right now is giving Project Motor Racing a fair shot. Because I saw the horrible reviews on Steam. Horrible, mostly negative reviews, and sometimes, you know, games don't get a fair shake. Sometimes people are really upset because maybe it didn't perform. Because, you know, most disappointments come from unrealistically high expectations. And it is being sold at AAA top dollar value, you know what I'm saying? It's AAA price for this game. So people are going to buy it, not like video game journalists and content creators who may get a Steam key for free. You know, you hard earned money and you pay for this and you're expecting something on the level of top tier, you know, Gran Turismo, Forza, Motorsports, and you don't get it, you're gonna be pissed. But I did see some of the reviews on Steam, and I think they have some valid points if they're really experiencing that. I do have this on Steam as well, but I did not even give it a shot. I went straight to the Xbox version, but you know, they're complaining about the mechanics. They're complaining that you play a replay and the game crashes and acceleration is off, and yeah, but I don't hate it. I do like it as well. I'm just seeing if I can get sharp because I'm doing a pretty okay. Heavy damage. Tell you what. No, it's okay. I'll go to the pit, the old-fashioned. But here it is, the car isn't moving again. It's not moving, you see? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm driving like I don't, but yeah, I do. The green means you can go full speed, and yellow means slow down, and red means, yeah, you better slow your ass down real quick. I understand what they mean. I'm just doing a shitty job today, and the controls do feel a little bit off to me. And when you saw me at the start line and I was unable to move, I was in first gear and I was accelerating. It just wasn't moving. I think there was something wrong with it, and I think it's happening right now. If you know otherwise, D-Lo, if you know otherwise, let me know. But like right now, I'm not stuck. I agree, the car has heavy damage, but it should still be able to accelerate. Look, I'm accelerating. Okay, let me go into reverse. Let me see what happens if I go into reverse. Go to first. This is what was happening at the start line. It's not moving. What am I stuck on? Yeah, I get it. The bumper is all fucked up and shit, but this is a glitch. This is what was happening at the start line. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. I don't want to give the game up blame or fault for something that is not wrong about, but what just happened? How did this just happen? What just... Okay, I'm disqualified. I get that, but I couldn't move. I'll go again. This is all first impressions. I haven't played it before the stream, so that's also another reason why I'm not really doing too great. But oh, okay. Fair enough. I blew my transmission. Got you. Okay, here I am again. Okay, what's going on now, D-Lo? What's going on now? I'm in first gear, correct? I'm accelerating. Still not moving. I just started a brand new race. What's happening now? I'm willing to learn. What's going on right now? At first I thought I had to wait for everybody to move off. Okay, let me put it in. Let me put it in reverse. See, the same thing is happening again. Let me put it in neutral. Let me put it in first. It just moved a little bit. Nah, there's something wrong here, man. No matter how rusty I am at racing games, this is bullshit. What the fuck? Okay, we're going again. I'm not gonna give up just so soon. I'm not gonna give up yet. Yeah, I did. No. Well, yeah. I was disqualified and I started over. And now I'm gonna do it again. And I'm gonna click on drive. And now I'm in the lineup. And now I'm gonna put it in first. And I'm gonna press the gas. And it's still not moving. Any suggestions? It's a brand. Fine, let's say I do this. This is what I did the first time this happened. I went to return to pit. The race hasn't started yet. I went to return to pit. Boom. Drive. First. Oh shit, still not moving. Any suggestions are welcome. I mean, I'm not too proud to say I'm wrong. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. You're in manual transmission or automatic? Manual transmission, my friend. That's why I could tell you. I put it in one. It's in first. Let me go back to neutral. It's in first. I'm hitting the gas. Hitting the gas. Hitting the gas. This seems like a bug. But hey, if you know something I don't, my friend. This is weird. This is weird. This is weird, man. Okay. What I'm gonna do is, because when I was in the practice run, but if I stalled the car... No, I didn't... Okay. Okay, let's say it's that realistic and I can stall the car because... Okay, tell you what. Hey, okay, I won't argue. Here's what I'll do. I'll go back to assist. I'll turn the clutch back on. Force on. Fine. Maybe you're right. Maybe racing games have gone like as advanced as soccer games. That last soccer game I really enjoyed was back in 1998, I believe it was. So, and then soccer games have come really far away and they're very realistic. So, fine. Maybe I should have been sinking the clutch and then okay. So fine. That's it. Oh yeah, I think you're right. So let me restart. So there's a clutch thing. Stall the car. See, I'm more than happy to learn, my friend. You're correct. Interesting. Clutch mechanic. I'm not even sure where the clutch is. Yes, I get it's a simulation. My friend. But I played simulations before. I played Gran Turismo games. I mean, it's been a while since I played a Gran Turismo game, but I don't remember ever having to sink a clutch. But okay, you were correct though. I'm not arguing. You were correct. You're correct. I did stop. When I get some time, I'm going to figure out where that clutch is. But you were correct. Thank you so much, my friend. Never actually knew that racing games got that realistic. I mean, yeah, if I was using a racing wheel with a clutch, then yeah, I'd have sunk the clutch, but I don't even know how to sink the clutch here. So thanks a lot, my friend. So there you go. Maybe if you weren't in the chat, I'd have been like, hey, it's a bug, it's a glitch. The game is as bad as people say it is. It'd have been my fault. So yeah, my apologies to the developers as well. If any of them were actually watching, they'd be like, look at this dumbass. Easy, 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 easy. Oversteering, easy, 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 easy. That is quite interesting. Never knew that. Never knew that there was I mean, I saw the thing that said force clutch. I was the one who turned it off, for Christ's sake. I turned it off. I didn't think I actually had to sync a clutch. That is interesting. Racing seems to have taken the thing to another level. My fault, I should have left it an automatic transmission. Didn't know the thing got that fucking serious. Thanks again to D-Lo for the knowledge. Ignorance is not bliss. This dude didn't tell me this. I just ended the stream. Quite pissed, as a matter of fact. Knowledge is power. All knowledge properly applied is power. I think that was the first time I saw that was in Mortal Kombat 2 on the Super Nintendo. All knowledge is power. The entire experience feels better already. See, no, it feels good. No, the game genuinely feels good, and I can't agree with the critics. Maybe give me some more time in, and I can agree with the critics, but for now, easy, easy, easy. There's a thing called brakes, Wayne. Jesus Christ, Wayne, there's a thing called brakes. Ah, come on. Come on. Come on, maybe I need to shut the fuck up and just race. Jesus. And I was doing so well. That's alright. This is all just warm-up, man. I'm learning. It's all just warm-up. I haven't played a real sim racer in like, God, so I couldn't even tell you which generation it was. I've been playing arcade racers for a while. I haven't gone sim in a long time, and I guess you guys can tell. I've lost my groove, man. I lost my groove. I did one bad thing and just threw me off completely, and I'm fucking up. Well, the car seems to be in decent condition, so I don't have to pit stop. Keep going. Jesus. Jesus. Lost groove. It was feeling so good for a second. I mean, mind you, I was still in 16th position, the last place, but actually planning to pick up Gran Turismo 7. Which is in VR. Same thing would have happened. I'd have probably been stalling the car, attempting to drive stick. Same thing would have happened. Now I know. Sim races have gone to the next level. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Because GT7 is now on a deep sale at the PSN store till about the 21st of December, and I was finally gonna grab it. Because I do love me some VR. So now if I do grab it, and I do hit standard transmission, I won't make an ass of myself like I just did here in Project Motor Racing, live on stream. Please they told me the battery was dying and I completely forgot. Yeah, I'm not certain about the bugs in on Xbox or consoles, but yeah, I've been reading some Steam reviews. I've been reading the Steam reviews today, and people are pissed. So far, it's got a mostly negative rating on Steam. That is unfortunate. So this is what I do love about the PlayStation controller. If it was running low, I could have just plugged in the cable and kept going. But there are also advantages to using these AA batteries as well. Once you have rechargeables, it's alright. It's not the worst thing. If they're charged. It's charged up. Okay, yeah, I should be disqualified by now. But yeah, it does feel better. Yeah, they had this version of Gran Turismo 7 called, they released it sometime mid last year, I believe. The name slips me right now, but it was for free, so people could actually feel it. So I did actually play a little bit of GT7 PSVR 2. I did feel good. I was racing automatic transmission there, but yeah, it did feel good, and I think I'm gonna pull the trigger on it on that deep sail. Well, the deepest sail I've ever seen it at. It's like I think it's 20 or 30 bucks. I'm gonna grab it. And 1 second, just put the stuff back together. I made a little bit of a mess grabbing those batteries. 1 second, almost. Yeah, I'm gonna feel it. I'm gonna check it out, because it's been a long time since I've actually spent any appreciable time with racing sim. And I agree with you on this. Yeah? Well, I guess maybe the car racing genre isn't your genre of choice early on, but you know, you are a PlayStation guy, so you have the amazing Gran Turismo 7 whenever you're ready to jump back in the saddle, you know what I'm saying? I agree with you though, D-Lo. This doesn't feel that bad. I mean, let's not talk about perfect, because hey, I've never played a perfect game in my life, you know what I'm saying? No matter what it is, Last of Us, Red Dead Redemption, they all have flaws. I don't require perfection. And I don't require perfection here either. But so far, so good. Once I got over that little hurdle. When I was just starting off, we weren't on the stream at that point. I was driving the Bimmer, and it was kind of weird. It kept drifting to the left or the right. And I suspect it was because I damaged the car and it had some front end damage. Yeah, I'm not hating this at all. But like I said, if somebody actually got up and paid full price for this, AAA price, which is what it's been sold for, and they got, I see why people would be pissed, because you know, money don't really grow on trees, you know, it's not gonna fall from the sky. You got your hard-earned cash and you spend it on a title you'd like for it to, at least in this day and age. At the point that gaming is right now, you expect to be able to just buy a game and get a good game, not wait for a dozen patches, or hell, sometimes it's never even patched. Not every game is going to be a No Man's Sky and a Cyberpunk 2077, which starts off shitty and ends up really good. Those are like exceptions. Most games that start off bad, you know, they kind of stay bad. So I totally get it when people get pissed. Not everybody's going to be like me who does this, you know, as a paid hobby or a career, where the developers or the publishers give me a key, because when the developers or the publishers give me this key, you know, I can just say anything I want. I can be grateful for the fact that they gave me the key and I'm all buddy with the developer or the publisher, and I'm gonna start singing it praises. I say, well, you know, it's not that bad. It's not that bad because you didn't pay for it, motherfucker. Yeah, so I gotta remove the bias, and I gotta stay honest. I can't just get up and, you know, shower every day with praises simply because I got it for free. I gotta be real. And I can't have people come into my channel and see me and say, hey, this game is absolutely fantastic. And they take my word for it and they go buy it and they see that it's shit and they're gonna say, oh, the Lab Video Game TV, Wayne Benjamin is a shill. What happens here is that sometimes I fuck up on the buttons and I hit the camera changing thing instead of the shift button. Yeah, so I'm saying I have to be very honest. I do this again. Instead of hitting gear down, I change the camera view. Maybe I should just leave it here. Maybe it's a sign. Yeah, this doesn't feel bad. I'm not gonna say it has like AAA visuals. That I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing AAA visuals. I've seen better looking games on the series and the PS4. The visuals aren't bad, but they're not AAA either. It feels good. It feels good. And the fact that I'm not exactly a great racer. I'm not great at these racing games. I'm rusty as an old male. I'm not even in a position to really be too hard on the mechanics either. But yeah, it feels alright to me. It feels alright to me. Some of the criticism that it received, Jesus, directly pressing the wrong. Ridge Racer 7. Hey, yeah, if you love drifting. Ridge Racer 7, yeah. Ridge Racer series was really entertaining. You know what I liked? Test Drive. I love Test Drive and Sega GT and Sega Rally. Right now, my absolute favorite racing game, if you guys would believe me, is Dirt Rally. Yeah. What number is it? How could I forget? I absolutely love it and I play it in VR as well. But yeah, Dirt Rally is really good. Dirt Rally is really good. That's my absolute favorite racer. I keep going back to it. And that is actually a sim racer, actually. I think that is sim. That is an arcade. That is sim, so I was lying. I have played a rally. I have played a sim game recently. Dirt Rally. Absolutely love it. I got it on PS4 and but I played the PC version. The VR version on the PC, but I absolutely love it. But I can tell you this much: in Dirt Rally, you can't stall the car. But it's old, you know, it's an old one, so I understand that much. It's a sim, but it's old, and you can't stall. You never knew anything about this clutch thing. Yeah, if I was using a racing wheel, I'd have figured it. Guy, are you blind? Okay. You can blow the transmission. Oh, so maybe the time when you set up lose the transmission, maybe I start the car. It's really interesting. When I got some time off stream, I'm gonna play with that mechanic. Like I said, I don't even know where the clutch is. This stream is one glorified training session, tutorial. That's what it is for me. I'm learning as I go along. This is one glorified tutorial. Thank you to you guys for even putting up with this shit. Because I'm not doing an impressive job at all. I'm not sure I'd want to be watching me drive right now. Stop doing that, man. It's ridiculous. Get used to it by now. Dirt Rally 2.0. That's what it's called. Some real sim shit. I geared down one gear too low and it threw me out. Absolutely my fault. I'm surprised I didn't fuck the gearbox, to be quite honest with you. Being a sim runner. Seriously? I should have known better. I put in some rechargeable batteries that I bought on Temu. And they're almost dead already. Okay, let's see if it will last for the rest of the song. Oh yeah, another thing. When I mentioned Temu, I saw in one of the reviews on Steam, somebody called this the like they were saying, it's a Forza Motorsports Temu version. Oh shit, or Automobilista, I think is the name of the sim racer. I think they said it was a Temu version of that one. God damn it, gamers are harsh. We got sharp tongues. This is the Gran Turismo 7 Temu version. Yeah, there's the car drifting to the left. I guess I fucked up the front end. Gran Turismo 7 Temu edition. Nah, it's not that bad at all. It's not that bad at all. Maybe if I keep going, I'll bump into some real glitches or something. Terrible bugs, but so far, the hour and a half that I've been at it, it's not that bad. But I'll reiterate, I'll stand by what I said. I get it. If you paid full price for it, and by full price I don't mean full indie price or full double A price. This thing is AAA price, and developers need to know, and even publishers, that if you're going to be promoting and pushing and selling, marketing a game that's been sold at AAA price, you gotta do your Q&A, man. You gotta do your quality checks, and gamers are savages. They don't take shit. You know what I'm saying? They take their video games more seriously than they take their food. You know, they'll be playing a game and complaining and criticizing while eating fucking pepperoni pizza and some soda. That's poisoning their bodies, but they take the game a whole lot more seriously. They're calling Pizza Hut to complain. But they will definitely complain about this, and developers know that, so they put out quality games. They have to put quality out. If you're gonna charge AAA price, you gotta give AAA quality. At this point in gaming, some will actually argue that AAA quality has been redefined, as many AAA games are coming out in British states.
Checking flag this lap. Session's over.
People are saying Ubisoft is a joke. So lots of AAA games are really crap. I thought I was going into the pit. My bad. A lot of AAA games are crap. So when I say AAA quality, it's subjective. But what AAA is supposed to be, you know, what AAA was back in the PS3 days and the Xbox 360 days. You know, that kind of AAA. When you bought a Call of Duty game and you know that, hey, it may be very similar to the year before, but it's gonna have a certain quality to it, you know what I'm saying? Infinite Warfare, boots off or on the ground aside, you're gonna buy a Call of Duty game, you're gonna get a certain level of quality. Nowadays, I guess AAA has been redefined. But I'm fine, because I do love my indies. Like I say, most disappointment comes from unrealistic expectations. I don't have very high expectations of any title right now. But I still keep my fingers crossed for the best, you know, especially when I put my VR headset on. Because I do have an affinity for VR titles. Okay. Alright, well, I'm about an hour and a half in, and I think I've had my fill of Project Motor Racing. I'll still just call today one huge tutorial. First impressions, testing the waters. And even though it's getting a hard time, some terrible reviews, no, I can't say I do. GT3. What is GT3? You're not talking about Gran Turismo 3, are you? But even if you are, no, I don't have a preferred car. I'm not really that deep into racers anymore. So, even if, although you see me, you know, streaming a racer, I've been doing more arcade racers, and racing is no longer like in my top 3 genres. Not anymore. I used to love racing games back in generations ago. I'm talking about somewhere between the Sega Saturn to the maybe the Xbox 360. But I outgrew certain genres. I also outgrew the fighting genre. And by outgrow, I don't mean I'm too old for it or there's anything wrong with it. It's just that it doesn't appeal to me like it used to, you know, just sitting there for hours on end fighting the same characters over and over, and there isn't much of a story, there isn't much of a rhyme or reason, and when there is a story, the story's kind of ridiculous, like in Tekken. I do much prefer story-driven games now, games with more of a purpose. But every now and again I do dip my toes in other genres, because sometimes developers and publishers send me keys for some other titles and it looks interesting, like this one. Project Motor Racing, released November 25th, 2025 on PS5, Xbox Series and PC by developer Straight for Studios and publisher Giants Software. Currently holding an unfortunate, mostly negative rating on Steam. I read some of the reviews and people are complaining and they're saying stuff like the mechanics are off, the handling is off, the acceleration is off, it crashes whenever you play a replay, and some other stuff, you know, some bugs and glitches and inconsistencies. But I didn't really meet any today, you know. I had a warm time with the clutch. Didn't realize the whole clutch mechanic was there, never experienced that before, but brother named Yo It's D-Lo passed through and he told me I stalled. So I had originally turned off all the assists, including the forced clutch. So I stalled the car and that's why it wasn't moving. So it wasn't a bug. I can safely say that I didn't encounter any bugs or any glitches. I'm gonna say the visuals don't look bad, but they aren't like AAA visuals, which is fine. But it feels alright. It feels alright, and it's a sim racer, so you have to expect a certain level of realism. I'm still not gonna tell anybody to rush out and buy it, because I didn't spend enough time with it. The ins and outs. This is like surface entry level stuff I've been doing. Relearning the genre, for lack of a better term. Special thanks to PlayerFound for hooking me up with the Steam and Xbox Series keys. I really do appreciate it. Thank you to all who passed through on Trovo Live, on YouTube, and on Twitch. I appreciate you all. Yeah, it got some really harsh reviews, my friend. It got some really, really harsh reviews. Nowadays, no game is perfect. I mean, quote unquote perfect on release anyway, so there's still a possibility that, hey, hey Rain, could you do me a favor, could you pass a bottle of water, please? Thank you so much, baby. Like, most games that launch today, I think developers and publishers take advantage of this whole thing where, you know, you can fix it after release. You can drop some patches and fix it after release. And it's not necessarily a bad thing either, because, you know, back in the days before you could do that, a game launched and it was garbage, it remained garbage. There was no DLC. Thank you so much. There was no DLC or anything like that. So there was no patches. Nothing like that. You know, it's bad. It's just bad. But now, if it's bad, it has a chance. Like No Man's Sky and Cyberpunk 2077 and some others. So yeah, there is a chance. I also read on Steam, however, this guy was saying that there were lots of layoffs going on at the company. I guess that was at Straight for Studios. So maybe the studio isn't in such good shape either. So while we could say, well, it isn't that bad right now, and they could patch it and it could get better, like some of those other titles I mentioned. If the studio ain't doing too well, then that may not happen. You know, it may go under. I don't want it to go under. Never. I'd never want any company to go under. Because even if I didn't like the company, it's a company. So there are people's, you know, livelihoods at stake. You know, people gotta eat. Jobs are being lost. So I don't want any companies to go under. But if it goes under, then there won't be any patches or anything like that. I trust that will not happen, however, and hey, like I said, maybe I just need to play it a little bit more to find out what all the hoopla is about. But for the almost 2 hours I've been streaming, it hasn't been that bad. I kind of think I'm going to run one more event, because the more I go is the more I grow and is the better I get. Then I may call it after that. Let me call it a 2-hour stream then. Originally I planned for an hour. And I was also getting fatigued because of thirst. Now I got some water in me. Let me see if I can go a little bit further. Alright. Let us see. Let me go back to race weekend. Let me go back to the Beamer. Hold on. Let me change the Beamer. Let me change it. Oh shit, is that what you meant by GT3? Oh shit, that's what you meant by GT3? I apologize, my friend. I am a complete noob at all of this. I have no favorites. This is the first time I'm actually playing. If you're still watching, if you're listening, that's what you meant by GT3. I've been rocking the Bimmer. Let me see what else is there though. Let me see if there's anything that I like. I do like Corvette. I mean, Corvette is nice. Some American Muscle is also nice. Hold on, let me see. I'm going with the Porsche 911. I do prefer the classic Porsche 911. You know, novelty and sentimental reasons. But I'm gonna rock a 911 for this one. Summer, hot, weather deviation. No, not high, but medium. I just want to see something different, that's all. Weather, slot duration, time progression, summer, autumn, winter, spring. Let's do spring. You know what? It's snowing like hell here in Canada. Let me give it a shot. Why not? Let me give it a shot. Practice enabled. Duration 10 minutes. 5 minutes. Qualifying enabled. Race on. Duration type laps. Track condition. Damage. Let me turn damage off. I'm gonna turn damage off. I know that's bitch mode, but I'm gonna turn damage off. Just so I can feel it out. Confirm. Race. Let's do it, like there ain't nothing to it. One more session and I'm out. Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. Canadian Tire is a sponsor, that's interesting. Actually, I need to go visit the Canadian Tire soon to get some paint. It's funny. It's called Canadian Tire. You'd think it was just tires. They sell everything there. I'll be giving it one more shot. Why? Because so far, Project Motor Racing is not that bad. And there's some cats hopping onto the stream, a couple brothers saying, you know, they like it. It ain't that bad either. So, and you know, these guys paid for it. So it's not just me shilling out over here. You know, other people do like it. Maybe it's a Steam thing. Maybe the Steam version is really bad because I hear there's some optimization issues, some performance issues as well on the Steam version. I have the Steam version, but I decided to go with the console version instead. God damn, this Porsche is kicking. Punch it, fuck. Forgot that the fucking button was there. Jesus So I'm not gonna go with the team batch this time. I'm gonna go for the Duracell. For the Duracell rechargeables. Fingers crossed that they're actually charged. Okay, I've had my fill. It is Project Motor Racing, out now on Xbox Series, PS5 and PC. Like I said, it's got a mostly negative rating on Steam. The reviews are not great, but first-hand experience doesn't feel as bad as people say it is. But maybe I just need to spend more time with it. Either way, thanks to everybody who passed through on Trovo Live, on Twitch, and on YouTube. Greatly appreciated. My Caribbean folks, you can check out the TV series of the Lab Video Game TV in 25 Caribbean countries. On Flow One, you can download the Stream Blue app to check it out on the go. That's the Caribbean's premium streaming app. And you can check out the radio series, the Lab Video Game TV's gaming news, every Thursday at 4 p.m. during the Sage Projects. Thank you, Sir Leon. It was a pleasure having you as well. You can listen to gaming news every Thursday at 4 p.m. during the Sage Projects on Ontario's Island Radio 101.3 FM. Check out my new, season 2 of my other TV series, The Razzie Art Show with Reina, also on Flow One in 25 Caribbean countries, and on Ontario's Kojiko's Your TV. Season 2 has started up, so there is that as well. Season 13 of the Lab Video Game TV will resume. It'll start up as soon as I've done with Season 2 of the Razzie Art Show. But yeah, what I've got coming up next, I have got more Moonlighter 2, The Visitor Effect, and I'm going to return to The Sinking Forest, and I'm going to return to Fist of the North Star. Then I got some new stuff. I've got She's Leaving. That should be interesting. That's like a blend of Dexter and True Detective and Resident Evil. To be more specific, Resident Evil 3, where Nemesis was coming at you the entire time. Although there are other Resident Evil games that has this invincible antagonist thing going on as well. And yeah, Winter Survival. I'm gonna run through some Winter Survival as well. So that's what I have coming up next. The order, I can't guarantee what order they're gonna drop in. Sometimes it's just how I feel, the mood, or if it's time sensitive like Vault Breakers. The playtest was gonna end on the 9th, so I had to just hop into it, skip the line and hop into it on the 8th. But yeah, that's what's coming up next. I'm kind of looking forward to She's Leaving and Winter Survival. Those two got my interest. Winter Survival is another one with mixed ratings on Steam, but you know, Project Motor Racing proves again that, you know, you can't always follow the critics, you can't always follow the reviewers, you can't always be influenced by the influencers. You know what I'm saying? You gotta check it out for yourself. And I agree that at a AAA price point, you know, like I think it's over $90 Canadian to grab Project Motor Racing on Steam, you know what I'm saying? And that's not really the kind of thing you want to take a risk with, you know what I'm saying? It's other things you could be doing with your $60, your $70, your $80 or whatever. But hey, maybe there's a demo, you can check out the demo. But yeah, it wasn't that bad. And I thought that's what's gonna happen. Many times you see a game being bombed, terrible, horrible game. You check it out for yourself and you end up shrugging your shoulders and say, hey, it wasn't that bad. You know, I know there's some content creators who are afraid to say things like that because it's like it's the trending thing to do, to be cynical and to spread bad news and to put up these keywords in your posts and your thumbnails, you know what I'm saying? Calling people's hard work train wrecks and all kinds of stuff like that, and the worst, and this is horrible. And I'm not afraid. If I play Anthem and I liked Anthem, I'm gonna say, hey, everybody else hates Anthem, but I'm cool with Anthem. I'm not saying I was cool with Anthem because I didn't spend a lot of time with it. It's just an example. But then, like Mafia 3, you know, most people didn't like Mafia 3, and Mafia 3 is one of the greatest games I've ever played. One of the greatest experiences I've ever had in gaming is Mafia 3. So yeah, I'm not gonna jump on the bandwagon. If I like it, I don't give a fuck what you think. I like it, and I'm gonna tell my viewers that I like it, and there's a strong chance that I'm not gonna be the only person who actually likes it, you know. So yeah, Project Motor Racing so far isn't that bad at all, and it may just get better with some patches if the company doesn't go on there. Yeah, so it's up to you guys. You know, you're not gonna just watch my mediocre stream and form a conclusion. This is just one man's opinion who isn't even really that good at the genre anymore. You can go watch some reviews. Let me look and see if this doesn't crash the stream. If I can tell you, if I can tell you, cats. Okay. Hold on a second. Yeah, it sits with the most negative rating on Steam with 755 reviews. That's a lot. Okay, so Project Motor Racing editions. Buy Project Motor Racing for $97.99 Canadian, and with the 1-year bundle it's $144. Yeah, so that is really steep. You got the Revival pack, you got the GTE Decade pack, and you got the Year 1 Season Pass. So yeah, it ain't cheap. But what I really wanted to check was if there's a demo available. No, I don't see a demo. So yeah, you're gonna have to just you know, do your due diligence and check out some reviews from some guys who are deep into sim racing, whose opinions you can trust more than mine, and see if you wanna dip your toes in it. But doesn't feel that bad to me at all. Thank you all for passing through, spending some time with me this evening with some Project Motor Racing. It's been a pleasure having you cats. I learned a bit from some folks who passed through and from first hands-on experience, and it was good. Thanks again. It's the Lab Video Game TV Live. Select Live. That's right, where our game is never over.
We've got reviews, previews, playthroughs, and game key giveaways every episode. Show us what you've got. Send your best gameplay clips to contact@thelabvideogametv.com. Check out the website at thelabvideogametv.com. Tune into the Stage projects on Ontario's Island Radio 101.3 FM. Download the Blue app to watch us on the go. Wayne Benjamin presents The Lab Video Game TV, Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays, only on Flow 1. Our game is never over.
Watch the Lab Video Game TV
Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays
in 25 Caribbean countries,
only on Flow 1.
Download the Blue app to watch us on the go.
Visit the website at thelabvideogametv.com.
Reach out at contact@thelabvideogametv.com.
Wayne Benjamin presents the Lab Video Game TV since 2003. Our game
is never over.
Rated E for everyone.
and then make your move.
You're watching the Lab Video Game TV Live. Our game is never over.